Oh, how you doing? All right. Your little crooked side. There you go. You look straight there, don't you? About right there. Crooked enough? Okay, I like it. You just sit there and record there, Mr. GoPro. So we're out here on Logan Martin Lincoln's Landing. I've been jacking around the last couple hours, getting lines run, baits put on, figuring out which rods I wanted. It's worse than your wife or your girlfriend going shopping. You know, they don't know what's, they're just trying on everything. Whenever they do that, boys, just know that we got to shop in our own kind. What I got here, just because I haven't used it, I got this 3/4 ounce heaviest spinner bait with that pig jigging. This thing's been coming off lately. I mean that the GPS. I don't know whether it's, whoa, man, I got fish all around me. I've got the 360 on, and I can see a whole lot of nothing because nothing's happening. So I'm not foreseeing I'm gonna catch anything right now in this nice calm water with this big old 3/4 ounce spinner. But it'll be cool if I do, right? There's this little rock pile, rock bank down here, and so my maps are showing, and that's another thing I wanted to cover. Right now it's September, fall, and I know when you think fall, you think leaves changing colors, water getting colder, but that also means the fall of the water line. Okay, say that again, the fall of the water line. So I'm looking up at that bank right now, and I can see the old water line compared to what's on there right now, which is, if I had to guess, it's a good 3-4 foot low. So keep that in mind. Wherever you're fishing at, because whatever the map's showing, if it's saying 10 feet and it's 3-4 foot low, well, by golly, you're going to be right around 6 feet mark. And that's not good. Saying if you're used to running shallow water, which I do a lot, and let me tell you, it ain't fun when you knock off an ear on your propeller. Or your little shark fin underneath their boat. I think they call it a sked. Sked, something. But yeah, so keep that in mind whenever you're fishing at your lake. Do some research. Make sure you know how deep the water is, and if any water has been drawn out, because they're going to start sucking it. So people can also build their, if they want to extend their little boat launches or anything else like that, rebuild their dock posts, their pilings. There's several reasons. Man, this thing's a bear to throw, just so you know. check on your water level. Make sure that you don't get caught up where you don't need to be. Because on that map it's showing that my contour is about 7-8 foot. I'm sitting right around 2.5-3 foot. And I still think the shad are running around. It looks like a shad, like a little shad group. 2 makes a lot of noise. 3 gives off a lot of flash. And 4, it's good to throw around rock, sparse grass, a little bit of brush piles and such like that. It will go around it, through it, and over it. So if you haven't tried it, get a spinner that you're really not too concerned about losing. Put it on your favorite rod and reel and then your line combo, and just throw it out there and be ready. Just test it out. That way you'll know where to throw it and how you need to retrieve it. So I'm just throwing it up and down this rocky bank. As soon as the boat floats that way, you'll see what I'm talking about. Drawing it parallel to it, kind of like a 45. It gives them it'll give them the best angle of attack for it. So I switched to my flipping rig, and it's got a big old Rage Crawl bug on there with an 1/8 ounce weight. I'm gonna show you and a size 2 wide gap hook, and the watermelon, actually the green pumpkin color with black flake. I got 30-pound braid on it because I'm tired of losing fish in the rocks. What I'm doing right now is I got some shad, maybe a school or something sitting on my active target, and I'm just pitching around to it to see if I get any takers. I got some chasers, but none that are really interested in taking it. So if you have this technology and they're doing what they're doing right now, you're throwing it to them, there's bass there, they're chasing it, but they're not committing. Don't get yourself wrapped around the axle, and stay on that target. Move around and try to find something that's actually going to be interested and take it. Because I've even done it myself, where I'll stay on it too damn long and wasting my time. So you tournament fishermen out there, if you run into that issue, and I'm sure you figured it out by now, but once again, my experiences, don't waste too much time on it. See what they're doing, see how they react. If they move away, if they come close, that'll tell you what kind of bait you need to throw, whether it's a heavier one, shinier one, lighter one, it's got less commotion in it. So this one, I still don't know what they want at the moment, but we'll find out. Nothing there. So I'm switching to an smaller crankbait. You can see that. It's I'd say 8 foot maybe diver, and it's kind of shiny, as you can tell, but it's more shape of a minnow shad. Got bumped there a few times, but that means in my mind I'm thinking they want something moving that's got a lot of action on it, so they can hone in on it better because of the way the water is. I got a lot of current and some wind. So that means whatever's in the water, it's kind of doing somewhat the same action. So get those little pieces of the puzzle in your head and try to put together a game plan. So I'm consistently getting bumped. So I don't know if it's more like just a checking it out thing, or maybe if I change the color scheme a little bit, they might commit better. I'm testing to see what's going on, and it's okay if you do that. You know, try to get a feel of what they're actually going to attack. But I'm just figuring out what the best approach is right now, so I can maybe change up my bait selection a little later and put more fish in the boat. Looks like these fish ain't really that active. We're gonna move on. Fish because he actually bit. He did what he was supposed to. Got him on an 8-foot crankbait, that shiny one I showed you. Here, let me get there. Near the water column, excuse me, the pillar, shiny with treble hooks. Yeah, so like I said earlier, I was getting bit over there, and I thought I'd keep trying it, and it paid off. So just keep doing what you think's the right bait for the right time with the right conditions, and I think you'll end up catching what you need. Darted back that way towards where I caught him. I knew there was fish there at a certain depth, which is being consistent, that 8 to 10 foot mark. Just scanning around with my active target, and I was going to run this shade line, call it, see if anything bit. same presentation, same location, just fishing all these other columns. He's a good, oh boy, look at him. He's fat, boys and girls, look at that. He got a pet to belly. And look at them hooks, he wasn't coming out. Oh yeah, man, he's fat. He's fat for about 1.5 to 2 pounds. Man, these spots, man, when they hit it, they hit it. I don't know if you can see right there in the top of the mouth, they got a bunch of teeth. Not really concerned for you guys, but that's how they hold on to everything. So we're gonna turn him loose again. Look at that. He's a good 16 inches, maybe 18. But just so you guys know, I kind of eyeball everything. I'm gonna go ahead and measure it for you. Inch off, he's 15 inches. That's why you got your measuring scale. But anyways, there he is. He's getting a little dry, so we're gonna put him back in the water. There you go. These gloves right here, they're called Fish Monkey. Look at that. I got the shorters, but they make long ones right here. And they got grip on it so you can hold on to the fish. And they're also, look at that, UPF 50 plus. Fancy words for saying they're just like that sun stuff that you put on. I don't really put on a whole lot of it, so I really don't know what it's called, but it's sunblock. That's what it is. So we're going to continue on. Maybe we'll get some more, but that's what you call the beginning of a pattern. I showed you the same bait in the same area with the conditions that we have here. That 8 to 10 foot range, that's where they're hiding. I see some on the scales or on screens that are deeper, but I don't want to go that deep right now. Maybe later. Get the pliers out for this one. it. But anyways, same thing, spotted bass. They're all about consistent size, all about that 1.5 to 2 pound range. So you can see the belly, nice and fat. So they're eating up all this little shad that's around these pillars, which once again, this bait that I'm using mimics what they're eating. So that's why you saw these last 3 fish catch within probably maybe 30-40 minutes. So like I said, find what they're looking for, and then hey, just throw the right bait.